edit out anything.
Okay, I might. My cat's, she is like
That's
sitting
okay.
here with her butt in my
Chia.
face. Hey, Chia.
Okay. Welcome to Starseed Essence. I'm Eva, and I am your host. And today's, what do I say? Today's client.
Today's,
Ho-
uh,
um, what
dude, uh, oh, Chia. Oh
interviewee?
my gosh, now my cat's
I'll
barking.
just say today I have on. Okay.
That's
take
okay.
take
Take
two.
two. Take two. Sorry, Chia was being a
It's
little
okay.
distracting.
It's
Okay.
okay. All right. Welcome to Starseed Essence. Today I have on Brian. He is a CEO of Metaverse Music, and he. Hold on a second.
We
One more
could do,
time. I'm gonna try to remember
yeah,
this.
we could just,
Okay.
yeah, however you.
So Brian, artist and producer, weaves color and light and a secret ingredient. Maybe I'll do that. Like I'll do it after we do the whole interview, and
Sure.
because I'll make it like by myself and I can do it just perfectly. Don't have to
Yeah,
worry
yeah,
about it
that's a
anymore.
good idea. That's a good idea. And I can, with editing, I can help edit and stuff too.
Okay.
Or,
All
or
right. So, um, welcome to Starseed Essence, Brian. I'm so excited to have you on, as you're actually you're the second episode where I've interviewed somebody. And today we're going to talk about some of your childhood experiences and also things that you've experienced later on in life in your adulthood with the phenomenon of, we could say, extraterrestrial, interdimensional beings. And I would just like to open the floor to you to give us a little background first about Metaverse music and what Metaverse is to you and where that came from.
yeah, yeah. Thanks. It's good to be on so boy, where to start? Yeah, music has always, I think music has always just been a part of who I am. Even when I was a kid, um, I'd take these tape recorders and do all sorts of recording experiments when I was in elementary school, even and junior high. And um, the is metaverse started as a kind of a breath kind of a deep breath in from my music career, from my usual music career. I used to play in a rock band, and uh, we'd play all these, play a lot of shows, and it was really fun. We, had I think 4 albums, and um, but when we were playing, I kind of I started drinking a lot, and I kind of lost, I think, sight of myself after a while. And as we grew up, everybody kind of parted their ways, and everybody had mortgages and got married, and
And
metaverse was kind of something I created after a big long pause in my music journey. It was probably about 5 years, 4 or 5 years. I didn't do a lot of music. But during that time, I found a monastery in Minnesota here, just right in sort of this rural area, Buddhist monastery that was offering these meditation classes every Sunday evening. And so I started going, um, and then we would recite the metta prayer at the end of the meditation every time, and it just started to every more and more it just started to resonate in me, and um I started to listen to more ambient music, meditation music, and then realized that, like, I'm like, I can make this stuff. I love this music, I can do this. So I decided to create a YouTube channel just to see what would happen. And um, I'm like, what do I call it? And the meta prayer, has it was, you know, it's always been sort of become a pivotal mantra, I guess, for me. And like metaverse. We'll do that for now and see. I
And
thought
that
it
was
sounded a little.
before the other Metaverse.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I thought multiverse, universe, worlds within worlds. We're kind of embedded in these dimensions and these universes, and metaverse is kind of just this, in my mind, this all encompassing kind of network of loving kindness that can kind of stitch it together,
Mhm.
um, and so that name stuck. And the channel, I decided, I was like, I'm gonna commit to a song a week and just do the best I can to create a song a week and see where it goes.
Yeah.
And yeah, so
Yeah, you've put up how many songs so far, you think, on your
yeah,
YouTube channel alone?
I think over 300 now. So the
Wow.
catalog is, yeah,
And
300
that
songs.
started in you started it in what year?
I started the channel in 2017, I think
2017.
2017.
Wow.
And it took a couple years to get going. Then I started
Well,
posting regularly 2 years later, so about 2019. Uh, yeah.
your
It's
music is absolutely, anointed, and I know that there's one pretty big platform, um, the Reality Revolution channel. He uses your music,
yeah,
for a
rough.
lot, and he even says, this is an anointed music. It's coming from a very spiritual place within who Brian is, and understanding about the metaverse and going through the stuff that you went through to get to that point, to even aha moment of I'm going to start metaverse.com before the other metaverse
Yeah, yeah,
existed,
that.
which a lot of people know.
Mhm.
Metaverse, Facebook, Mark Zuckerberg. Maybe I shouldn't say that name. I don't know.
I know.
But,
Yes.
yeah,
Yeah.
he used metaverse.com with 1 T, and yours is with 2 T's.
Mhm.
So, I always point that out. It's the metaverse with 2 T's
Right, right.
versus the 1.
Steve. Yeah.
But,
I like to
yeah,
think
I've
of it
used
as,
your mic went away for a minute, like, when you were talking just then, I couldn't hear you.
oh, it did? Okay.
No, it's
I
back
was
now.
okay. I wonder if I should does it sound okay?
Mhm.
It's like, okay, I was wondering if I
You
should
are a little
on
bit
that.
low. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you pretty good.
I wonder if I
Yeah.
should turn this up
Um,
any.
I could. I don't know if it would, like, make a huge jump in audio difference if all of a
Yeah.
sudden, but I could
Yeah.
hook up the mic here.
Yeah, see what that does. 'Cause I've got this mic plugged in, and it makes a difference. It's
Yeah.
subtle, but
Yeah, I think okay. Okay. This is fun talking about this.
it
I never
is.
really, uh,
You went through a lot of stuff to be able to, and you know, I know that when we talked about this in the past, is there's a lot of people out there that have had these experiences that are musicians.
mhm.
Um, I don't know if it's something to do with the parts of our brains, or or what, but there is a connection with producers, music producers, artists, and this phenomenon of being able to tap into the other realms of existence, not just one, but many different forms and many different realms of existence. And
Yeah, that's very true. I've noticed that as well. Um, and that's always been one of those main languages that they've communicated to me through is music. And Like I've always had this knowing that they, well, the our star family for, as some, they feel like a family,
Mhm.
just companions, or just kind of like they're me, but not me. Um,
Mhm.
and it's hard to explain, because and that's a part of this phenomenon. People want to see a gray in front of them, or a Nordic or something, just because, hello, I'm an alien. Like, but it's not that simple. I mean, it could be that simple, but it's usually not. It's
Yeah. I
uh,
find that the nice ones out there, they don't want us our minds to get blown.
mhm,
They don't want that. That
right.
would be no good. And also the good ones always they want to be seen and
Yeah.
be, the ones that are hidden, that don't want to be seen, that are hiding away in the shadows, are the bad ones. And a lot of people do go through this tug of war mentally and spiritually when something like this, any kind of contact of any sort happens.
Mhm.
Now, I know that there's a lot of people out there that had experiences and they have had them since childhood, but some people didn't um, in childhood. But you did have some experiences where you talked about in the past as a child, like you remember, that in between sleep awake states and orbs at your window or um, coming out of your body and kind of falling out of your body and experiencing the other side from that aspect. Can you tell me about a couple experiences that you've had and starting from childhood, and then we'll go into the time where you were popped into the ship and you were
Yeah.
walking on the ship and with the tall white beings
Mhm.
and the
Yeah.
stasis tubes.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a really cool story.
Yeah. Yeah. That still is, it's like, how, I don't know. It just, it's one of those things that I just kind of, huh. uh,
Mhm.
but it's a felt thing. It's felt deeply. And, uh, yeah, when I was a kid, I remembered kind of just laying in bed, dropping out of my body a lot. Usually the feeling of just sinking and kind of like landing on the floor, or just or walking around. And um but I would have these, see, I don't know if this is an actual memory, but this, or dreams. I think it could be both, but my living room window, I always remember looking out the living room window and then just seeing these flying birthday cakes, and just they were just these cheerful, joyful ships, like, just resonating joy. And I was just like, I just felt so, it was just this magical feeling. Um, and I just kind of always knew, and
Did
um,
you ever see any kind of beings when you were a child that you can
um,
remember?
I would be, a lot. I'd be afraid of grays a lot.
Mhm,
Uh, and I've seen, shadow entities.
mhm.
And actually, just a few years ago, I encountered one, and I was able to grab it,
Yeah.
and was surprised, and I shook it. It was weird. It was weird. I don't know,
Yeah,
but
I think
it's
I
not.
remember that you said you beat it up.
Yeah, I was like, you jerk. But no, it's more of a, yeah, it's a felt thing, and it's kind of like, um I have a lot of strange, these screen memories, of, I remember always just seeing this dog, this friendly dog sitting on my dresser, just barking and kind of looking at me. But we didn't have a dog, but it was in the between. dream and
Yeah, they
state.
they do astral travel.
Yeah, and it was
Dogs and cats, but do.
okay, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it was I remember this is one of those core memories, is just the dog kinda just,
Mhm.
"Hey,"
That's that's
you know?
funny.
And this was my first house when I was, before I think I was 6 or 7,
Hmm.
6, 7. Have a kid. Um,
Well, and then, so you grew up I did wanna, to touch on, like, you grew up in the church. You were
mhm,
in the church band before you started your rock band. You were
yeah,
playing for the church. You did the whole, I know a little bit about your background. You did the whole, programmed type lifestyle like I did too.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know
mhm,
go to school, you're in church, you're, taught a certain way, to be a certain way, and then all of a sudden you have these aha moments in life where you're like, "Why do I believe what I believe?
mhm,
Well, and what does all this mean anyway? Where am I? Like, what is this big realm? Like, what am I? What is this realm?
mhm,
Why can I experience these things and then think that it's normal when other people aren't some people aren't experiencing anything. Some people don't say they don't even dream, which studies have shown that everybody dreams. It's just I guess some of us dream more vivid and different periods or whatever. I don't know. Somehow like we get programmed to be a certain way and our
mhm,
brain forms.
yeah,
Not just that, our soul comes in and our soul essence of being starts to remember, hey, okay now, wake up, do your mission here, and what
yeah,
is your mission, and what's it all for anyway? Not just to leave your mark or it to be all about just you, but it's about the collective and the
yeah,
timelines that we're on and the timeline that we're
mhm,
in right now, and
yeah.
the whole amazingness of what is going on at this very moment in March of 2026.
That's yeah, exactly, that's the one thing I've when you mentioned timelines, and it's something that I've just kind of naturally started just over the years became aware of, is how these diverging timelines with these choice points kind of like where we're going as a collective and where I'm going as an individual, and how to reconcile the two, and just knowing myself and knowing how I'm steering my own timeline, but that reflects the outer world as well. Like, it kind of like, um, it's a it's a strange, it's hard to know how to explain it. It's just these, I'm noticing all these synchronicities, and, um, yeah,
Hold
I
on, I'm
think
playing with the screens here.
oh, nice, nice, nice. Is my audio okay?
Yeah, I was thinking, like, I don't understand why I see my audio and I don't see your audio on here, and
Yeah,
also I'm lit up and you're not lit up.
okay.
Um,
Oh,
hmm,
weird. Yeah, it doesn't look like I get,
let's
um,
see, I don't understand that. Okay. You're not muted, I just don't know why it's doing that. Now it's
weird.
back again, whatever you just did.
Okay.
Did you do anything?
I had
I can't hear you.
okay, how about now?
Yeah.
Okay, now it's good. Okay. Alright. There we go.
Yeah, I kinda like the wide screen. Here we go.
I do too. I've got the pile of, guitars here. I have a guitar store in my house.
Well, so, I know and, like, several years ago, or a few years back, you talked about you were in a meditative state, and you went up to a ship or either felt a presence around you,
Mhm.
with the tall white beings or light beings of some sort.
Yeah, 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 I was, downstairs in my little studio area just making music, and, um, I sat back in my chair just to I had my headphones on and I just closed my eyes and just kinda in one of these and then all of a sudden I just popped into this it just happened so fast and sudden um and in hindsight I'm unpacking like the way it felt and how what I saw, but it was I was looking through a something. Like I was like I didn't know if it was a window or if I was in something or but there was a it was just felt like glass or something in front of me and the room in front of me. And then all of a sudden these two really tall, like just white, their energy felt like male. And they were both just standing there and it just quickly one looked, the other one quickly turned around and just went like this, like looked at me and just went, "Zoop."
And then you, like, pop
Yeah,
back out
yeah,
of it?
yeah.
That is
But
very
they're
interesting. Do you feel like you were, like, in sort of some sort of, like, stasis tube type thing or something?
it could have been
Some kind
that,
of
yeah.
tube of some
It
sort?
feels like it was like I was in something.
Hmm.
Um,
Describe, like, the beings that you saw. I know that these memories sometimes are very, like, blurry
yeah.
or vague, but it was distinct enough where you remembered it and you're like, "Whoa."
Yeah, I remember their eyes, like, the way they're just the way they looked, and it was like just kind of a piercing stare, just like, but not
What
like
what did the were, like, all white beings, like, tall, like, they're bipedal like us? Did they look like
yep,
humans?
yep, they're like really tall humans,
Tall humans?
pretty, thin, they seem just really tall and just kind of, um it was almost I don't remember what if they were like, what they were wearing, but it felt very minimal, like,
Mhm.
very
Do you remember, like, the color of their eyes? Were their eyes like human eyes or
yeah, yeah, they were like silver. It was like
silverish?
silverish, I just remember silver, like the light, like there
Mhm.
was like a, um, not like a light.
Kinda like chrome feeling,
Yeah,
sterile?
the eyes had a feeling to them, like they just felt like they made a sound.
Huh,
The eyes felt like they made a sound almost, like it was like just it
huh.
was
That is and then you're like, "Pop back in your body."
yeah,
Down and like, "Whoa."
yeah.
It's very interesting when things like that happen.
Yeah, it
When
was,
that happens.
yeah,
It can really mentally mess with you. I know, like, you didn't talk about it for a little while, and, like, then you're like, "I gotta tell somebody this."
yeah,
It's an
yeah,
interesting story, I don't know.
I didn't tell anybody for the longest time, and I just thought, like, I'm a creative person, and maybe maybe it was just, I don't know what maybe I was just making something, maybe I had but it just felt so real. It's unlike any, um, I don't really have a lot of visions or anything. I just it just felt like I was there,
Yeah.
and yeah, it was like, who do I tell?
What
Um,
do you feel like you got some sorta download after that happened? D
yeah, 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 I think it was a furthering of a downloads,
Yeah.
I think it was like I've had just this awareness all my life. Um, but this was like kind of like here's your orders. um, like because it happened right before I really started the music, the metaverse thing. I'm trying to think of the timing of it because sort of shortly after, I was already like in the state I was in when that happened, I was in sort of the limbo state, like, what do I do with music? I don't know anymore. This was before Metaverse. And that happened. And then shortly after I started the ambient, like meditation frequency stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like the message really came as as like a knowing, like just like uh like your job um is to create a certain kind of like resonance here to make it easier for people fa- to fall into their natural state of being, to their natural rhythm, and who they are. Is to Music is kind of like this um um what is it, like a substrate that can kind of like, um if it's done right, it can um increase, how do you, it can just kind of like bring the vibes up.
Yeah. Yeah, it definitely can open portals even,
Hmm.
and, there's a few of your songs for me personally, that will I'll listen to them and the orbs will just come through because it's allowing me to connect with my heart space
Yeah.
on some sort of level that is just deep within my understanding of all of existence in the cosmos.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And understanding that I'm the one projecting here.
Right.
Creating with everybody else, my reality. And,
Yeah. Yeah.
the language of light, and then the song Orbs, of course.
Hmm.
The Orbs,
It's one of my favorite ones.
one of my favorites.
Yeah.
I mean, they're all great, but yeah, it's definitely anointed, and if anybody out there listening is interested in, like, making like a contact with, or wanna go out and just to, experience the orbs, or to connect with your star family, they can listen to that Language of Light,
Hmm.
song, and that one specifically, to me, connects, like, with my astral self,
That's cool. That's
the
really
aura.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, that's because I think it's coming in through that. It feels channeled, the music, like, it feels like it happens, like, in a synchronistic flow through me, and, I do think, and it's co-created music, really, because everybody in the process of listening to it is reaching back in time and helping create it.
Mhm.
And all of that energy and love and resonance that people generate is reaching back in this timeless state of, like, the creative moment that it happened, if that makes sense. I don't know. I see
Mhm.
them as co-creations, like that sort of. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you've done some definitely amazing stuff, and I know, um, in the past, we've been interviewed by other podcasters. You and I both have, and, um, we've both had times where in life where we felt like we weren't ready to talk, but now we're kind of are for some reason. It's both we're like, we got to talk, we got to tell this stuff,
Mhm.
and we got to get out there and talk about it. Like, I want people to know, like, okay, this is where I came from. What is Starseed Essence? What is Metaverse music? And I know that we're all connected, especially when people they start to get tapped into their higher self and their true beingness of who they are and what they are, and understanding their co-creativeness in this whole timeline here.
Mhm.
Trying to
Yep.
and just being having grace on ourselves. But we both have talked to a few people, and one of them happened to be Linda Moulton Howe,
Mhm.
and she actually had you on. What was it, several months ago? Uh,
Yeah, it
it
was,
was in 2025, right? And or was it this year?
I
It
think
may have been this
it
year.
might have been it might have been 2 years ago. Has it
Yeah,
maybe it
it
was
was just
already 2
recently
years?
because I remember hearing it. Either
Yeah.
she redid it or put it up again, but
Yeah, she did a rebroadcast
we
too.
talked about the stasis
I remember
tubes,
that
and
night.
she's really good at when she does interview people about like she'll ask you the same question like 1,000 times.
Yeah. Yeah, she does, and she asks it in different ways, and then
She
you're like, "Wait,
she's
didn't I
great.
already?"
I love her. I
Yeah,
love her so
she's
much.
so great. She's just so, genuine, and I mean, she's just an authentic soul, and yeah.
I was wondering. I'm gonna clip this out right here, but or I think I'm going to. I don't know. Might just flow with it. Whatever. It's all
Yeah.
natural. But I haven't figured out how to turn off my messenger on here, and I didn't know,
Oh,
like,
okay.
when somebody's messaging me, is it popping up on the screen?
No, no,
Okay, because I just got
Is
2
it
messages and it dinged on my end, and I was thinking, "Oh gosh." I
right,
didn't know if it
right.
was coming through on that end.
Yeah, I didn't hear any audio either.
Okay, because it was like ding and flash. I was like, "How to turn that off?"
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
It's
I would
yeah,
like to, create some sort of visual for I know you drew a picture for Linda, um, at one point, but I would like to create some sort of visual, um, Starseed Essence style
yeah, yeah,
for the stasis tube situation, just because it's very interesting, and even though it was like a short blip of a moment, we never know. You could have been up there 10 days or so,
I
or a
know.
lifetime. I mean,
Yeah.
that's the thing. We don't understand. Like, we're all learning what consciousness is, and it's
Yep.
definitely not this body.
Time works differently, in different, I mean, it's not just linear, yeah, that's true. To me, it felt like just this, and that's how I justified just kind of like, not thinking about it for years is like, oh, it's just a little flash of like, what was that? Like, and I just didn't, but it could be way more impactful or like than I realize. And I could have been up. Yeah, it's true. It's true. It's like,
I don't know. You have so much wisdom and knowledge about music and understanding frequencies and the healing aspect of music. And I do think that, even like this is ancient, going back years and thousands of years ago, everybody that were here during that time, they understand that you've got to be able to weave these realms of existence. You can't just be in the 3D all the time and be able to heal.
mm,
It goes one hand in hand. The 3D, or you can call it 4D or 5D or 6D or whatever you want to use to allow it to registrate in your mind, process
mm,
in your brain, give it a definition. But
mhm,
it's this other realms of beingness, uh,
mhm,
um, portals of being, and it has to do with like our frequencies and our brain waves, and you definitely use your experiences to help inter interweave that aspect and to help other people tap into that within themselves, which is a part of the mission.
yeah, and that is, it means everything to me to hear how it impacts, other people, because that's why. I mean, um, I've made it as sort of a medicine for myself through everything through life,
Mm.
um, and through everything I've experienced has deepened my, I guess, um, connection here on Earth as being human, and it's like,
Mhm.
um, and how when you yourself experience low points in life and high points of life, you can empathize much deeper with other people who are going through similar or any kind of low points. You can empathize in a deeper way, and I think through everything, um, it's created a sort of a resonance of like empathy, sort of like uh, we're all here as human in the 3D. But we do also exist in these other higher levels, these other, but right now, this is our focal point here. But music reminds us of home. It is home, music kind of like, um, the way we hear it in this three-dimensional realm, the way we hear the songs could be heard on a totally different way as our astral selves. Like the music itself could be different. This language of light could sound totally different in the astral realm, maybe. I don't know. It's like, it's
I don't
amazing.
know, but I know that we are both connected to that aspect.
Yeah, yeah,
And there's definitely something going on.
yeah,
And very gifted and talented people. And, nobody's perfect. We don't have to be.
right,
We're not here to be perfect.
right.
The body is a distortion.
Yep,
The essence is the perfection. That's my
yep,
knowingness.
exactly. Yep, that's exactly it.
Hey, Chia.
This is Chia.
Hey, Chia.
Chia,
Show Chia's face. I can just see Chia's tail.
Chia.
Chia.
She's a perfect little, Minecraft cat. She sounds like a Minecraft cat.
She's cute.
Yes.
She said, "What are you doing? What's going on? Where's the food?"
Yeah, I know. I do feed her well.
Oh.
It's funny.
Well, I want to thank you for coming on and doing this
Absolutely.
second episode test round. My first episode didn't even record, so I'm learning and
Yeah, we're
excited.
that's that and that's part of the process, we gotta dive right in and that's how you do it. You just
I'm gonna ask you. I'm gonna start asking everybody one question, and I want to ask: do you think that we live in a simulation?
Yes. It well, in yeah, I think in a way, I like to think of it as like the mind of God. Like, I like to think of it as we live in the mind of we are the it's kind of a fractal holographic simulation. So, yeah.
And it's like quantum projections of the and what is God? Where does God sit within the body?
Right. God and that yeah, exactly. And I think it's all a matter of um it's all a matter of because it's a world of contradictory ideas. It's like this circle in the square. It's like the
Mhm.
finite in the infinite. And it's like God is everything, yet in this material density, God can be felt in different gradients, in different maybe different there's a duality. There's an off and an on kind of a thing.
Mhm.
And in higher densities, you know, I can't claim to know how higher densities work, but it's like, yeah, I think we're part of like a like an organic matrix, sort of.
Like a
Uh,
biological internet. That's what
yeah,
way
yeah,
I perceive it. It's like because you can think something, you can even think it,
yep,
And it's gonna manifest in some way, shape. Just watch. You just have
It
to
does. Yeah,
look. It's there
all the time. And
all the time.
even the algorithms, like, I don't know how this happens, but I think something and then, it shows up in the, when I'm scrolling, which I'm trying to do much less of. But
Yeah.
I think, not just on the screen, we're not seeing algorithms just on the screen. There's an organic algorithm that's feeding us. Oops, sorry, Gia. That's feeding us, that's giving us feedback as we're looking at signs, as we're driving down the road.
Yeah.
And that's the organic matrix
Even the
is,
car tags on people, I read them, and sometimes it'll say 1122.
yeah.
I don't know. I'm like, 1122.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Yeah,
I think, I'm gonna wrap this up and experiment with the editing part of it.
awesome. That's a
Thank you for letting me, use you as a number 2, um, interview, and maybe you'll be the first one I actually post, but I'm learning, and namaste, and
I'm
thank
happy to.
everybody for watching
Yes.
and tuning in and tapping in and connecting with the higher self and staying plugged into the positive algorithms of the timeline that we are on for a positive humanity outcome of existence and coherence and planetary alignment within the self.
Mhm. Yep. Heart-based algorithms.
And I'm gonna have you on again whenever I get this all figured out perfectly. Or not
That'd be
perfectly,
awesome.
but
Anytime.
halfway later.
Yeah. We'll figure it out. Well, yeah.
Yay. Okay, well, I'm gonna post in links to Metaverse music and listen to the songs, especially the ones I mentioned in this episode. Thank you everybody for watching. Namaste.
Got it.
Okay, I'm gonna
Sorry, Chia was
stop the
biting me.
recording and see what it does.
Chia was, like, biting me to, like,
What? Oh
oh my
god.
gosh, I was